Hello there, all the ISD staff. It's with great pleasure that I'm here with you today. Let me say a quick thank you to Neil Johnson, to Deborah Carlson for giving me my Hamilton break and giving me a shot at being a library clerk. Let me say thank you to the Nowland staff for nominating me. I know that a lot of you have been looking at flowers lately because it's the beautiful season of summer. And when one sees a beautiful flower, a lot of us probably notice the beautiful center, but I'll bet that few of you out there ever notice the stem. But yet the stem is the part of that flower that actually is the workhorse. It is the part of the flower that brings the nutrients, that brings the water, that actually nourish that flower. When you think about a school, probably what comes to your mind is the physical picture of a school. The house itself, a roof over the kids' heads, everything inside. Then we think about teachers, librarians, the administrators, secretaries, every person it's going to take to teach that child. But seldom do we think about the classified employees that are in the background of the school. But just like the stems that are the workhorse that feed the flowers, guess what? The classified employees are just as important as everybody else in keeping that school going. So today, I feel very, very honored to salute the classified employees of the Independent School District because they are truly our first responders. Yep, I said first responders. They are the first responders of the independent school system. Think about it for just a moment. Who starts those diesel engines on a cold winter morning? Who's at our school early in the morning preparing that school breakfast and get started for our lunch? Who answers the phone first thing in the morning, figuring out who is going to be an absentee for the day? Who checks out books before school even starts? These first responders can be first responders in another sense also. When they're doing their job, they also can be first encouragers. So while they're doing their jobs, today I'm going to challenge them to be first encouragers. While that bus driver is out there doing his job, I want him to open that door and say, "Good morning," because he just might change that child's day. That one little good morning, that one little bit of encouragement might change that day from a bad day to a good day. That nurse who sees a sick child for an ache might realize it's not really a physical ache, but a heartache. Maybe she can see that that child needs to see a counselor that day. Classified employees, we need to be first responders and encouragers. The library clerk that's checking out that book, maybe she can notice what book is being checked out and see that there is a real emotional need there that needs to be met. And maybe she can say something to that child that can help heal that wound. All of these small acts of kindness give challenges to these kids that can be met by just words that come out of our mouths. They can bridge whatever's wrong with that child with just a small act that will help them get through a bad day and be better able to learn when the teachers get there. I'm a body of proof to that. It was a bus driver, a teacher, and a principal that changed my life forever. I came from a very small town, less than 200 people, and probably that's if you counted dogs, cats, chickens, and anything alive. Seriously. A class of 17 people, no college prep courses, no upper math courses, barely qualified to be at credible high school. A family of limited means. I had no one in the family encouraging me to go on to college, but yet I had a bus driver that asked me every single day, "Where are you going to college today?" I had teachers that said, "You need to be thinking about where you're going to college." I had a principal that brought to me scholarship applications and deadlines and made sure I filled them out. Because of the encouragement of those people, I filled out those applications. I did get scholarships. I did go to college. And I stand before you today as a college graduate. We all must learn to reach beyond our job position title. We must learn to be encouragers. Let me ask everyone listening out there to forget the woes of teaching around COVID-19 and instead concentrate teaching with fire in our hearts. That's what we're doing at Nowlin Middle School. I want to challenge every person at every ISD school to light a match. No matter what your school position, be the spark that starts a fire under every student that will be the fire of learning. Help them to persevere no matter what obstacle they face.